Hi makers, I'm Tiffany from Cards with Tiffany, and I'm here with my last card video tutorial using the 2016 August Stamp of the Month Purr-fect Halloween. Now today though, we're not making a Halloween card. I'm going to show you how you can use this stamp but not make a Halloween card. So let's get started. So I'm going to show you all of our cardstock. Whoops, we're going to be using. Got lots of cardstock here today. Now to get all the measurements, head over to my website, cardswithtiffany.weebly.com. The link will be in the description below. And Stamp of the Month tab, you'll go down until you can see the button that says Card Recipes. And there you'll get your downloadable, printable PDF for this card. So not much stamping we have today, just a lot more gluing and using our cardstock today. So I got some beautiful colors here. We got Lagoon, we got Pear, and we got Cotton Candy. Unfortunately, yes, these colors are retired. I'm pulling out some of my old scraps, so I will have in my PDF alternate colors that you could use with the new colors. So just keep an eye on that if you want to see the new colors that you could use in replace of these ones. So we're going to start with our stamping, of course. So we're going to start with our small little piece of our white daisy. And of course, we got to bring in our foam. So I've got my foam. And we're actually going to start with our saying. And I have your one crazy cat. And we only have one ink color today, and that's black. So no confusions today. And I'm just going to ink that up nice and well. And I'm going to stamp this one as far to the right as I can go. Just like that. Awesome. That one done. So I'm just going to put that aside. Now I'm going to bring in my three little squares and my white daisy. And I'm going to be stamping off, so I'm also going to bring in a piece of scrap paper. Just so that I don't stamp on my foam and then it gets on everything else. So I have my cat already mounted, and I'm going to ink up just the top of him. And I apologize if you can't see what I'm doing here. Just the top of him. And I'm going to stamp him just like this, just so that his head is showing. Oops, remember, just use your nail if it gets stuck just to drop it off. Perfect. That's all I want. And I'm going to do the same to my other two. But instead of having him just in the middle, I'm going to turn maybe like that, so that it's more like a diamond shaped. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just stamp him. Maybe his ears are sticking off a little, maybe his whiskers. There we are. So that time his ears got cut off. And we'll bring in the other one, and maybe we'll do not so much of an angle. And maybe we'll have him kind of more on the side, maybe leaning down. Just, oops, like that. There we go. So now what we're going to do is our cat needs eyes. And I'm going to actually get rid of this scrap paper so that we can see a little bit better. So I'm going to take my first cat, and I already have mounted just the normal cat eyes. Ink them up in black. And just stamp them in the middle. Like that. Now I'm going to grab a different set of eyes, because there are a couple more sets. So I'm going to use the ones that look like he's like the surprised eyes or the ooh eyes. And let's do him on this one, because he's kind of lost his ears. So he's like, ooh, my ears. There we are. And we'll put him aside. And we'll bring in this guy, and we'll give him the clown-looking eyes. So just plop them down, pick them up. And there we are. So now we have all of our stamping. That's all the stamping we're doing. So we can put away our black ink. And we can get rid of our foam. We'll just push these to the side. So now I'm going to bring in my three other colors, my pear, my black, my cotton candy, and my white daisy. You're going to need scissors, and we're going to dovetail all of these. So how I dovetail them is I'm just going to cut up the middle, and then I'm just going to come in from the corners, and I'm going to meet in the center there. Now you could use, you could use your cutting mat, or you could go and use a square punch, whatever you prefer. But we're gonna dovetail, and some of them can be in further. So maybe we'll do this one. We'll go in a little further, and this one I can definitely tell is not in the middle. But you know what? It's okay. This what makes a homemade card a homemade card. And don't forget our black. This one I'm going to do a little wider, so I'm not going to go up as high. And that's how you get your different dovetails, the ones that you see, your wings are out further than the others, or they're higher. And that's what we had to stamp our cat to that end. So we're just going in like so. And just like that. Now we're going to put this one aside and our black aside, because we're done with those for now. But we're going to pull in our 2 banners and our base. Now, we did some doodling in the last cards, well, all of our cards so far for the August stamp of the month. So we're going to combine all of those doodling. So we're going to start with our pair, and we're going to do the one where I call the line and a dot. So it's just line, dot, line, dot. And I'm doing all this doodling because I want you guys to get used to it. I want you guys to be able to incorporate it into your cards. A lot of people are scared. They see lines and they have to think that they gotta be straight. They don't have to be straight. There's no measuring whatsoever, or I wouldn't be doing it. We want to be able to do this. It's supposed to be fun. It's just supposed to give it, more detail to our card. Just a way to give more. So we got our line dot on our pair. Now we're going to bring in our cotton candy, and we're just going to do the straight line. Well, you know what I mean. Not really a straight line, but there's no breaking up. There's no dots in this one. This one's just quick and easy. Just down around. See how fast and simple it is, and just makes it pop. And on our lagoon, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do the double lines where the lines come in and out. So the first line just goes across, easy peasy. Second line, just as easy. It just comes in and out. Kind of like a roller coaster, up and down. That's all we're doing. I just really like this technique. I saw it first and I kind of was like, look nice. How did they do it? And when I found out, I was like, man, this is so simple. And now I try to incorporate it in as many cards. Now, not all of them. And maybe next month with our September stamp of the month, we won't do as much doodling. We're going to have some. Can't forget about it altogether. But we're going to bring in some new techniques. So stay tuned. Make sure you go to my website, my Instagram account, to see what we're going to do up to next month. So there, got that done. Now we're just ready to assemble our card. So we're going to be making our banners down along the bottom here. So just kind of place them to see where I want them. And our black one's going to go up across this way. So I can see that this got to come down a little bit more to kind of like that. So get out your adhesive of your choice. And just stick some down. Thought I had this mastered, but everything's a learning curve. Rome wasn't built in a day. And just stick that. You still want to see where you did your doodling. So just above that, get our pair. And you can be using, like I said, anytime. It's whatever you feel most comfortable with. Over the edge. And the same here, you want to make sure that you can just see your doodling. You don't want to cover all that up. You took the time to do it. You want to see it. Glue dot there. And our cotton candy. Oh, it's way up here. That's why it wasn't working. Oh my goodness. I have all this There we go. Now we're back on track. Video is not a video with a little bit of drama in it. It's from my glue glider. And and overlap this one. I still want to be able to have a little bit of separation from the black to the cotton candy. We'll stick on our white next with our saying. I'm having major issues with this today. Might have to go grab my other one. And this one's just gonna lay in between the pear and the cotton candy, right in the middle like that. And I didn't want to do the doodling on the white this time. Normally I do all my doodling on the white, and I just wanted to show that you can do it on the colors too. It doesn't have to be just on the white. So next we'll do our little squares. And we're going to line them across the black. So I'll put this guy in just like so. And we'll do this one. Don't matter which order you put them in. I kind of like the ones that are going on the facing in that way on the ends. And then I can kind of put them where I want them to be, and then I can adjust the one in the middle to where I'd like it. And I'm going to put this one actually upside down in the middle. Just like that. So now we're going to grab our card base. I got my thick cardstock from Michaels, 5.5 by 8.5. Scored it. Don't forget to take your bone folder. Give that extra little bit of a crease. And stick it down. There's no pop dotting on this card today. You know, all flush. This is just supposed to be a quick, easy card to make with your stamp set, just to show how to incorporate, you know, the stamp set that's not Halloween. Stick that in the middle, just like so. Now I got my enamel gems, the gray ones. I'm using the white ones. I'm going to take, whoops, there's something sticky there. Take a big one and just stick it on the blue, on the lagoon, a medium-sized one just above that. And if you ever heard you want everything in threes, you want to make triangles, so to do that I'm going to take a teeny weeny one and just over here, and there's my triangle. And last but not least, can't forget about our shimmer. So I'm just going to go and lightly go over the cats just to give them a little bit of sparkle. Just a little bit, not too much. And when you pick it up and as it dries, you can go back in and touch up. That's sometimes what I do. You know, you see that you missed some when it's down because you really can't see, but when the light hits it, then you're able to tell. So there we are. There is our cat. One crazy cat card. No Halloween, but you know, use up your scraps that you have, build it. Don't have to use these colors, whatever you like. Make sure you get in your card for the giveaway, and thank you for joining me today, and happy card making.